And well, you know what, she is, because her eating habits, when she mentioned she is vegan, and that is a very specific lifestyle. The fact that she's okay with you being a vegetarian or Episcopalian, that speaks to, okay, well, you know what? I know that what I would prefer is a very niche group of men. So I'm willing to, to bend on that. So I would say she is cooperative on certain things. Submissive, I don't think so. Free spirit, remember? Usually women who label themselves as free spirit, very rarely do you find them willing to follow a man's leadership. And she doesn't have any kids. So I think
I ain't as broke. Huh. Now let's keep going. Let me get somebody else, child. I got a couple of men in there. I like that. Let me get a female. Ooh, child, what you drinking? We can't hear you.
I'm just drinking water.
Okay. Well,
Hey,
them brews is booming.
I know. Let me bring it on close.
What's
okay. Um, yeah, Kendra already said it. This woman has come on to a show about a dating show with thousands of people watching, and didn't think it was a good idea. She didn't think it was a good idea, or she thought it was a good idea not to wear a bra. Kind of okay. You know what? Let me stop judging. Let's just hear her out. May have something here.
your name, baby?
Asha.
Say again.
Asha.
Asha. Asha, where you calling from?
Cobb County, Georgia.
Cobb County, Georgia.
Oh, okay.
How old are you?
For those of you that don't know, I actually live in the great state of Georgia. So this should be interesting.
34.
34. What you do for a living?
I'm a life coach. I also have youth enrichment programs. A little
Have you
bit.
been before? They're telling me that you've been here before.
I have on Facebook, and I just didn't. I didn't get the results.
So you come back with an update?
No, I'm hoping I can come back with a redo because it was not good.
Okay, well, what was the
Uh
problem? What
oh.
did you receive?
A lot of foreign men.
That's the one thing the women tell me that they get a lot.
Okay, Chris asks, from what you've seen from Kendra, would you say she's marriageable? I don't know enough about Kendra. She doesn't talk about herself that often. So yeah, I agree. She is attractive, but she doesn't talk about herself enough before for us to say anything about that. And believe it or not, I think that Kendra is undergoing a lot of. I think that she has had a mental awakening. One of the things that I often talk about in my other videos is that women today, they have little to no knowledge of the male experience, right? And that applies to most women. Women who tend to have knowledge of the male experience, they tend to be married, and I can't decide. I can't decipher if that's why they end up getting married, or is it because they've been with their husbands for so long that they just naturally picked up on it. And I think Kendra is getting a big dose of that through her doing this show, is that she's starting to understand the male experiences, like what it's like for men to date women, because all the women that she talks to. And hosting a show like this, you actually have to stop and think about the answers that women are saying. So it's I think it's interesting, but yeah, I can't say if she's marriageable or not, because I don't, she doesn't talk about herself like that. But let's keep going.
A lot of men from different countries.
Hmm.
Okay, so Asha, Cobb County, Georgia, 34. You're a life coach.
Yes.
Life coach. You have any kids?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay. When's your birthday or zodiac sign?
July 26th, Leo.
Leo. All right, Asha. Let's be clear. So you don't want any men that's not in the U.S. of A.
No, not on the level that they were. Like, if it's somebody that's got something going on, sure, maybe I'll be open to it, but it wasn't giving that.
It
Mm-mm.
wasn't given that. Okay. So Asha, what kind of man you looking for?
I am looking for a man who knows who he is, a man that has emotional intelligence, a good-looking man, a man who values women, a man who is fun to be around, has a likable personality. I would love a man that loves music like I love music, preferably 90s R&B. Um, I the last time I came on here, my family said I was not being as selective as I am in real life. So, in the perfect world, it would be nice if he was vegan. I'm vegan, but I know that that really, minimizes my options.
It
So,
does.
pescatarian, vegetarian, vegan would be lovely. Um, I'm a tall woman, so I do prefer taller men. I didn't say that last time.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'9.5", so with
She is
heels, I'm
tall.
about six
Okay.
one and a half, six. You know,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Did you tell me your deal breakers?
No, deal breakers would be lacking emotional intelligence, argumentative, don't value women, bad hygiene, smokers, lack of ambition. Um,
Chris says nearing 35 plus women with no kids is tough. I've dated a lot of women like that, and they are in a rush to have kids. Yeah, biological clock is ticking. Guys, make sure you like the video. We got 5 people watching and 3 likes. Let's go ahead and get it to 5 and get 100% engagement.
that pretty much sums it up. Yeah.
Okay. Can you have kids?
Preferably no. I would like to start a family with somebody that doesn't have kids as well.
Okay.
Yeah. In a perfect world, no.
No kids. Does he have to be in Cobb County, Georgia?
Um, Atlanta area would be great because I have been single for a while, so I would like to be able to physically touch my man. But I'm open to outside of Atlanta. I'm open to
Oh,
long distance.
long distance. All right. Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
Enough to take care of his responsibility himself, enjoy life. I'm not gonna put a number on that because what people can do with their own dollars, I don't know. I could stretch a dollar, so I don't know.
All right.
Just
Let's do the kids or can.
Okay.
That's when you stand up and we see your full body.
right. I'm dropping stuff. I wasn't dressed for this.
Like you're in good shape.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay. All right. So, when was your last relationship?
So, my last official relationship was almost 10 years ago. Somebody
Wow.
said that just a minute ago. I've been in situationships, I've dated, I've done long distance and all that, but officially I was divorced, and then another relationship I was in ended in 2013.
So she was married.
Okay.
Okay.
And when was the last time you was intimate with someone? You don't have to answer.
Don't answer.
Just made 3 years.
3 years. Are you celibate for a purpose?
Yeah, I just don't want to. I'm just not into casual sex at this point in my life. Like, I want something serious. It's not like
Okay.
still marriage or anything like that, but somebody that's, on the same page. We got the same kind of timeline, same desires. We hit the right direction. We have a connection. And sex without intimacy for me is trash. And I need an emotional connection. I need us to be, here with it, spiritually, all that. So.
Okay. All right. So this is Asha, Cobb County, Georgia, 34. What's the age range you would date?
A mature 30 to 45-ish, give or take a couple years.
30 to
Okay.
45.
Why do you think
That's
you're
a big
single?
age range.
I definitely took a long time healing after my divorce. After my divorce, a year later, he was murdered, and then I moved to
Whoa.
Georgia.
You got married and got divorced, and then your ex-husband got murdered.
hmm
Why? What happened? That's so sad.
Just being around the wrong people, somebody that he knew, just dealing with stuff he wasn't supposed to be dealing with. So he was about that life. So
So you was how many years were you married for?
we were married for about 2.5 years. We were together. So
Okay. Okay.
so
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
healing that I had to do. I had to heal from, being divorced and then him passing, and then I moved to another state. So it was a lot going on. Then when I started dating again, it was just like, I'm just dating to have a new city. Let's see what's out here. And so I've been more intentional with my dating journey probably within the last few years, but of course the pandemic and all these things. So
Chris asks, was she married to a Pookie? He also says she's in a rush to have kids. Tough. There's no way of knowing if she was married to a Pookie because Kendra didn't ask specific questions about him, and probably because it's been a couple years since the divorce. It might not be relevant at this point, just because she's been through so many big life changes. You move to a new city, which usually prompts a new career. And she's saying she's celibate. So that's what makes me have second thoughts about about she's trying to have kids, because she has placed the value of being in a relationship over the value of just, getting pregnant. I would actually say that's a plus, because let's face it, an attractive woman, it's not hard for attractive women to have sex with guys. And if she wanted to get pregnant, she could.
And then I am a little selective, so I have people that, may try to pursue me, but I know exactly what I want, so I'm not willing to waver on that.
Okay, fair enough. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I'm just dope. I have amazing energy.
Okay.
I feel like I am just fun to be around. I know what I want. I've done the work. I'm a safe place for whoever, not even just a partner. I'm just a safe place for anyone. And yeah, I'm fun. I can cook. I have great musical taste. I can blend in with any crowd. I can be in the hood. I can be at the corporate dinners, whatever. And I'm a free spirit. And I'm just dope. That just sums it up.
She's just dope. She's just dope. Let's do it. This is Asha, Cobb County, Georgia, 34, Leo, life coach, no kids. You do want your own kids, right?
I do. Yes.
She does. So they 30 to 45. How you want the guy to reach out to you, baby girl?
So I'm Asha Cerise on all platforms. So either Instagram or Facebook.
Okay. Let's see what we got here. Chris, the outer shell is pretty, but the inside is questionable. Yeah. I kind of picked up on that. But I mean, we can just really run through this list because there's let's just do it. She's not obese, right? I get a feminine vibe from her. The fact that you know what? No, that the feminine vibe is questionable at this point. It's questionable but I think she is friendly when she talks about being able to fit into different scenarios or different occasions with different economic, what do you call it? Settings, I guess. That definitely speaks to being friendly. It might also speak to being feminine too, because if you're in a dating situation, being able to maneuver in those different types of totally different environments. Yeah. Cooperative. It's questionable. Usually in this show, the biggest tell if a woman is cooperative is when you get to the question of, does he have to make a certain amount of money? Because that's a definite answer, is, and Kendra asks you specifically, she's asking about numbers. And usually if a woman is willing to give a range of incomes, if it falls in a category where most men can reach that level, then I would say that usually women tend to be cooperative. With this, you don't know, because she's talking about he has to be able to support himself, which is that's questionable. Just because I know the area that she lives in, and the average income, let's just say the average income for the city of Atlanta is about $55,000 a year. The trick here is that while the average income in the state of Georgia is 37, and a lot of people frown on that, especially women. It's like 37, you can't do nothing on that. Okay, here's the trick part to that. 37 is the state of Georgia. If you're making 55 in the city of Atlanta or any other major urban city, you're living the same lifestyle as the person who doesn't live in that city and is making 37. So if you want to call that guy broke who's making 37, but they don't live in a major metropolitan or major urban area, that's the same broke that you're experiencing with that guy who is, in the city at 55. So that's why I say it may be, she may be cooperative because she didn't really put a number on it. And well, you know what, she is, because her eating habits, when she mentioned she is vegan, and that is a very specific lifestyle. The fact that she's okay with you being a vegetarian or Episcopalian, that speaks to, okay, well, you know what? I know that what I would prefer is a very niche group of men. So I'm willing to, to bend on that. So I would say she is cooperative on certain things. Submissive? I don't think so. Free spirit, remember? Usually women who label themselves as free spirit, very rarely do you find them willing to follow a man's leadership. And she doesn't have any kids. So I think this woman is marriageable, because she's got more than three categories here. I think that, Chris asked about her profession as a life coach. Here's the thing. I don't delve into specific career paths. What I will say that is, if you're an entrepreneur, then you most likely, well, no, it depends on how serious she is about it. If she's supporting herself, hey, good for her. But I think that ultimately, two entrepreneurs rarely work out. Just because if you're a full-time entrepreneur, then you're probably the breadwinner. But in her case, because she says she's looking to have kids, she probably will benefit from being with the average guy who works a 9 to 5. Because again, 9 to 5 means it's not just, he works between the hours of 9 to 5. It's supposed to symbolize that you have a steady job with a steady income. Whereas your partner, who is an entrepreneur, their income is not steady. And that does have benefits, though, because again, if you're looking to get married and have kids, then that means your schedule is flexible enough that you can take care of the kids and the home and still, have a source of income. So, yeah, I think this woman is marriageable. I just think that what's possibly holding her back, it could be a couple of things. The things that are possibly holding her back is, if she's living in Georgia now, in Cobb County, and there's no family here, well, who's vetting the guys for her? See, most of these relationship topics usually boil down to, they all lead back to all roads lead to back to the same 4 issues: the way we raise our kids, the vetting process, concept of marriage, and finances. I mean, and in this one, I think the vetting process is what's going on here. I think that's why that she's probably having issues with the dating process. It's because nobody's there to vet these guys for her, But we're gonna move on. That was actually refreshing conversation there, because like I said, this woman she's marriageable. So, but we're going right into the next one. Okay, well, let's just hit play and we'll go to the next one.
Instagram or Facebook, and that's her name at the bottom, Asha Cerise. Let's see what it does. Keep me posted how it goes, girl.
You know what? I kind of want to, this is going to be a little bit different. Let's see. Is this going to work? Last time I did this, it ended the live. So, it's letting me do stuff here. And let me see if we can. I just want to check out our Instagram real quick and see. Wait, is this her? Hold on, because this person has a blue check. Oh, it is her. Okay. You know what? Okay, she's got some on her Instagram. Okay, here, I'll pull it up real quick. Let's see here. So clearly she went on a girls trip, normally you question photos like this. It's like, who's taking the picture? But clearly that's her girlfriend or maybe a family member or something right there. And they're in Miami. Okay. Well, as somebody who has their own business, Discovery Health, here to support you on your journey. I'm not clicking on the link tree. But you know what? Aside from the obvious pictures at the beach, what else we got here? Okay. I'm not seeing a lot of thirst trapping here. I do see now she does have some revealing clothing on, but it's not over the top like I've seen in some Instagram profiles. So yeah, because most of this stuff is this is not yeah. So I still believe that. And then because she's single, you never know when you know and she's cooperative too. So if you, which makes me think that if this woman, if you had a problem with the photos on her Instagram, and you'd probably have to marry her though. But if you had a problem with the photos on her Instagram, I think that she'd be willing to work with you on that if you wanted her to tone it down. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. Like I said, she's wearing some low cut stuff on here, but other than that, I mean, it's not too bad. But we need to move on.
I will. I hope I come back with a good update next time.
Well, this is your only time. 2 times is all you get. So I pray it works this time.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, best of
Bye,
luck.
baby.